10 years since Kelly, now Dame Kelly Holmes, won 2 gold medals at the Olympic Games in Athens. And since then, she's been busy with a charity which aims to help disadvantaged young people get started in life.
We'll be hearing from Dame Kelly just in a moment, but recent research shows that there are more than 1 million young people not in education, employment or training nationally. Her charity has already helped more than 4,500 young people right here in the Midlands, and Callum Watkinson has been to meet one of them.
17-year-old Curtis May is playing a happier tune these days. On a music technology course at Burton College, he feels he's found direction. But he left school a year ago, fretful, with depression, and unsure what to do next.
It just made me feel like there wasn't really a future for me. There were things that I really wanted to do, but I had the thoughts of not really being able to achieve them because I really had no motivation.
Curtis got a place on one of the Dame Kelly Holmes Trust's Get On Track programmes, which gave him the chance to perform his music in front of a crowd. He was mentored by a world-class athlete and equipped with the presentation skills to strike the right note at his college interview.
I met Curtis at his interview initially back in April. I think he'd just done the Kelly Holmes, the first performance, and he told us about that at the interview. And you could see it radiated off him the confidence and everything that he'd done, and he was so proud of the achievement. And he told me that the first time he'd done it he was a bit nervous, and the second time he got the standing ovation, and you could just see the confidence exude from him.
It gave me like commitment, dedication, motivation, and it just picked me up, so I was able to like look ahead and see what I really wanted to do.
Curtis is one of more than 4,000 youngsters the charity has helped across the Midlands. But there are more than 1 million young people in Britain not in education, employment or training, and the Trust's own research found that 1/5 of them have given up hope completely of ever finding work. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.
Well, earlier today, Dame Kelly came into the studios and we began by asking her what inspired her to set up the Trust.
I basically set up the Trust for 2 reasons. One was because I've always liked to help young people fulfil their full potential. And there's some young people like Curtis that don't feel they've got any hope in life. You know, I was very lucky when I was at school. I was 12 years old and my PE teacher turned around and said, you need to start thinking about what you're going to do and who you're going to be, because I was useless in school. I really was, and I didn't feel I had any hope at all. She got me into athletics, and I suppose the story is history a little bit. But with Curtis, I felt that doing a charity would enable me to kind of put my passion into helping young people, and these young people were in that horrible word of NEETs, not in education, employment or training, which I absolutely hate, and we're trying to use them as a way to kind of fulfil their ambition.
Now, there is a similarity, isn't there, in the discipline you need for sport and, of course, the discipline you then need for life, those skills in general.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's a unique part of our charity, which we use sports people as role models. So even though our outcome is not sport, we have that thread of sport through, that goes right through, which raises confidence, self-esteem, helps them with communication skills, teamwork, and ability just to almost stand up and if you fail, pick yourself up and go again. That's what sport's all about. So we have that unique bit where we use sports people as mentors to help disadvantaged young people fulfil their aspirations.
It's a great trust. Where does the support come from?
It generally comes from the local authority areas that we go into. So we get sponsors from corporates, fundraising. We are a charity, so we do like everybody else does. We're very fortunate that we got some support from Sport England. And the reason for that is because the sport element of us is about health and feeling good and taking part in activity, which again makes a person kind of obviously engage a bit more. So we were very lucky that we got that money. But when we work locally, we work really well with partners, and we work with Job Centre Plus is how we find the young people, but local kind of corporates fundraise for us.
So where do you want to go from here then?
Well, we've already touched over 4,000 young people in the Midlands. We'd love to stay here again and do more programmes because we really believe that we're making a difference. You know, tonight we're going to be doing a celebration event for those that have just passed out on their Get On Track. And I love it when they come up and they talk about the stories from where they've been to where they're going. It's just night and day, and just gives you those goosebumps, and I love it. So hopefully more programmes here and nationwide like we've been doing anyway.
Well, we certainly wish you all the best with that. Dame Kelly, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.